There were several points at which I didn't think I could do this. I had self-doubt and I had worry. I kind of always had thought school was just something that came naturally and fairly easy. And I had to take some time and come back with CVTC and being an RT as my focus. I decided on respiratory therapy after losing a family member who is very close to me. I spent some quality time with her children at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester while she was sick, and I wanted to be the person that ran the vent and ran the ECMO machine. It seemed to be something that I found interesting, that I could see myself being passionate about, and it's really what pushed me to become an RT.
Dustin had a unique path as he went through our program. It's not unlike some students, but he actually did not do well his first try at the program. Dustin is the type of person that has his hands in pretty much everything, and that is one of the best qualities to have. But it caused him to kind of, maybe lose focus at one point and have his hand in so many things that school kind of took a back burner.
I remember a distinct conversation I had with Teresa and Don, and they laid it out for me as to what I needed to do to be successful. They really made it possible for me to believe in myself that I could.
And he was able to come back in and graduate with outstanding success. He had so many qualities that make him a great respiratory therapist. I knew that he would always advance his education.
I am currently enrolled in a bachelor's program, but I also hold an advanced credential. I'm a neonatal pediatric specialist, which is an additional exam. And then I also have a certificate for ECMO, which essentially is heart-lung bypass.
Dustin from Respiratory.
I work part-time on an as-need basis for Mayo Clinic Health System Eau Claire, and I am a full-time travel respiratory therapist. Presently, I am contracted to Fairview in Minneapolis as an ICU therapist.
We're going to try and get that tube out.
He's a great example of a CVTC graduate. In addition, Dustin is the Vice President for the Wisconsin Society for Respiratory Care.
As the Vice President of the Society, my job truly is to foster communication between the Board of Directors, therapists throughout the state, and students. It's something that I saw was a way for me to help change and help grow personally and professionally, and being able to be a part of our profession changing and helping shape that is really important to me. It is very rewarding. It's very inspiring to be able to help that patient or teach about what we do.
What I like to say about what I do now is I don't actually see patients every day, but I touch the lives of patients everywhere because of my students. And so I get to lay hands on patients every single day through my students and the graduates of the CVTC respiratory therapy program.
CVTC has always been a pillar of this community, and being able to be a part of something that is in my community where I grew up and a part of a program that may support, my family or friends' families, and being a part of that is fantastic.
I'm proud of my students. It brings me great pride to know that my students are out in the world and are exemplifying what I think our profession should be.
I am very prideful of where I came from, being a CVTC graduate, and being able to show the success that I have been able to do in my short time, and be able to show that to students and say, hey, look what you can accomplish, look what you can do, look what opportunities are forward for you. And you kind of look back and you see, yeah, I came from a school in the top 10% of the country, and I know my stuff. I was taught well, I was set up for success from day one, and it makes me thankful that I chose to go to CVTC.
CVTC.
For you, for life.